Hello all you Commodore fans out there, this is Richard42 with a video review of my newest software purchase for the Commodore 64 and Commodore 128. It's a game in cartridge format and it's called CBMAsteroids. Now this was written and produced by a gentleman in Poland who goes by the name of Wegi, and he's created a special edition called the Hammer Edition for his game. And so, as you can see, it comes with this nice cherry wood veneer box here with the cartridge magnetically held inside of it and a mock hammer here inside the box. And so here we have the Hammer Edition of CBMAsteroids. Now the obvious question is, why did he produce this Hammer Edition? What makes it? Why did he include a hammer with this? And I asked him that question by email, and he sent me a very long response which frankly didn't answer the question all that well. He did try to impress upon me the amount of work that was involved in creating this game. He spent over 3 years writing this game. It was very, very difficult, and he wanted to make it as accurate as possible to the original arcade game. He told a story about how when he was a small child, the Asteroids Atari arcade game was popular in the game salons where he grew up, and he always loved this game, but often didn't have enough quarters to play as much as he wanted to. And so later, years later, his family had a Commodore 64, and he always wanted to play Asteroids and get a good arcade clone of the Asteroids Atari game for his Commodore 64, but he felt like nobody ever produced one that was very good. And so, being a proper programmer, he took it upon himself just recently to create one. And so, as a reflection of how difficult it was to write the code and make the game work as well as possible, he made this special boxed edition. And I saw on AmyBay, the website, I saw the thread where he announced the availability of this game. And I looked at the videos on YouTube and looked at the gameplay, and I thought, oh, this is awesome. Like, this is a great game. Like, I definitely have to have this. And so I think I was the first person to order one of these, and certainly I believe I'm the first person in the United States to have a copy of the Hammer Edition of CBMAsteroids. And so, regarding the hammer itself, he said, we smashed like a hammer back to 1979, which, okay, maybe that's the case. I tend to think it's like, break the glass in case of alien invasion so you can practice your target shooting with asteroids. Whatever the reason, you can see like how nice this is, and the cartridge comes out like this, just slides in there, and there's the game in cartridge format. It's got a reset button on the back. Here's the cartridge. See, it's got a button on the side to reset, and so we'll pop this into the Commodore 128 and see how it plays. There we go. This game will play in either the Commodore 64 or the Commodore 128. Today I'll be demonstrating this game on an NTSC Commodore 128, which you see right here. Slides in there just like that. So here we go. One of the first things that you'll notice about this game is how fast it starts up. It's almost instantaneous from when you hit the switch to when it starts playing music and showing the intro. We have a nice little 3D rotating asteroid here. Some groovy music. And the title screen. We have some more 3D asteroids and a UFO wandering around the screen. All you have to do to start the game is push the joystick button. And there we go. It looks exactly like the old Vector arcade game, Atari Asteroids. And we can turn left and right to rotate the ship, push up to go forward, push the joystick button to shoot, and if you push down, it teleports you to a random location. It's a bit of a button masher, that's true. Overall, I would say it's very similar to the arcade game. It looks very similar and it feels very similar. It's a very accurate portrait, or it's a very accurate port of the arcade game. And there you have it. That's CBMAsteroids. I think it's a great game, and I would recommend any Commodore collector should seriously think about owning a copy of this limited set game, so that you too can go back like a hammer to 1979 and play Atari CBMAsteroids.